Fix on Dash Radio. Get the shit.
That was some story we just heard.
Yeah,
man. I'm looking forward to when he comes back with his dad. I need that. We need that interview.
I need that.
ASAP.
that's the closest
Energy.
thing we got to listening to Martin Luther King.
For real. Like
Some
I'm
original
looking
stories.
forward to that though. And it, you know, his interview was cool because it took a turn from just the movie industry and the directing and all that, and we really got into, you know, some topics and got some knowledge drop. Because, you know, sometimes you get people come in here and they just be talking about what they do.
Want to talk about their job.
Yeah, or they come in here all choreographed and orchestrated.
Sketched up.
Yeah, sketched
Scripted,
up. We just looking at him like, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? But the fact he came in here and we took something from that, I respect that a lot. But, you know, in the music industry, we get a lot of people that are producers, some good, some bad. But then you get some people that are next level, and they're going to be the next big ones. And I think the person that we have in here today is going to be the next big music producer. You want to go ahead and tell us who it is?
Who is it?
Thank you, guys.
You know what?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. It's good to hear. I
Yeah.
didn't drive 2 hours for nothing.
Tell us who you are.
So I'm Warren Kurtiss, and I'm a part of Dowdy Music. It's a duo platinum production team. We've done work in France and in the US, and
I put that platinum on it.
yeah, it's important, right?
And tell us some of the people that you've worked with.
So in the US, obviously, because probably in France you probably won't know too much, but in the US, I'd say Neo, French Montana, Snoop Dogg, Wale, Boyz II Men, Maya, Estelle, Janelle Monáe.
All the heavy hitters.
That's heavy bag.
Yeah.
Some cool names, and we got some other stuff, you know, cooking. Can't say too much yet, but we definitely got some. The latest is the one on Neo's album, Neo new album, song called "Reset the Night." So if y'all want to check it out.
R&B track, huh?
R&B crossover. You
I know he
got a little
Neo ain't
MJ
rapping.
feel.
I love a little R&B, yo. You know, R&B's dying. It's kind of already like dead right now, but you know, it's
Well, old school R&B is
Not
definitely.
Right, yeah, it's not what it used to be.
But you know what?
It's got another face.
Even though old school is dying, they still have a run with shows. You know, like they still hitting the road. They still making money. The people that appreciate them like we do, like we can still go see them. You know, like that's what I love about like the digital age right now. You could actually see your people, like what happened to them. Like you can just go on Instagram and find them. You know. So like the 90s shows and all of that stuff is like still working. You ever get inspiration from that?
Absolutely. Well, I grew up in the 90s, so obviously, you know that.
Like what music?
The Babyface, Teddy Riley, which I did work with. I was a huge fan, and you know, me coming from France, it was quite cool, you know, to be able to work with somebody like him.
Teddy Riley?
Yeah.
Yeah, he the man too.
So Babyface, yes. That was one of the guy also. Composition, you know, R&B stuff, all the stuff that he produced. I definitely look up to that. And then Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, but a little more like hip hop style. But the R&B, I would say like Teddy Riley, Babyface. Those were the ones.
Yeah, those are heavy names.
Were those artists that motivated you to want to become a music producer now?
Yeah, the Teddy Riley for sure, and that was he's the one guy probably that made me, you know, want to become a music producer. Because I was singing, so I didn't know I played piano, and when I first recorded my first demo back then, when I was still living in Paris, I had engineers in the studio. I went to the studio, but they had engineers, so I just played the piano. They gave me some sounds, and so I didn't know producing. But when I came in the US, I tried to sing, but my accent, you know, I'm from France, so my accent was super heavy. And so my partner my business partner, Ty, that I met, we created Dowdy Music together. He said, you know, you should focus on producing because you got a good voice, but the accent is a bit too strong, so you may get a hard time. So I started to focus on that aspect more. And I understood what it was to become a producer.
Wow.
So you sent me a song. It's called Outer Limits.
Correct.
I want to give the listeners a chance to hear that. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to play Outer Limits, and we're going to come back, and we're all going to chop it up about that.
Okay.
All right. So let's get in.
Outer Limit. I like that. That was really hot.
Thank you.
Is it like, that was pop, right? Is that like a pop
I
category?
mean, yeah,
Hell
pop
yeah, it was
with an
pop.
R&B feel. Like that's
Yeah.
that's like my
It's
take
like,
on
hell yeah,
we
nigga.
I felt like I was out of the country out this
No, real talk. I did feel
Where's
like I
I
was
at?
out the country.
well,
Ibiza.
yeah, I'm bringing my flavor. Since I grew up in Europe. That's that's
the
kind of
way.
my take, cause R&B it take different directions now. You got people like her who stick to the core of what R&B is and that's soul, but some other people takes those melodies and bring different flavor in the music. Different style in the music mixed with some R&B singing melody. So that's more the direction
That sounded like
kinda
a song. That was like
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
that was-
music right there. That
Yeah.
wasn't no.
Yeah, it didn't sound amateurish at
Yeah,
all.
that
That
was
sounded like next
professional,
level
yeah.
quality music.
I didn't really hear
Yeah.
her so much. It was just like every time the beat broke down, like the beat is crazy. Like
Yeah,
that's an
yeah, no,
international beat. Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't, you're not
absolutely.
gonna hear that at the strip club. Like maybe the gentleman's club, but that's an international beat right there.
Yeah.
That shit is lit right there.
Thank you. Yeah, when I talk about her, I was talking about like a different genre, different style of R&B, and that one is more like pop
Pure
dance.
pop.
So pop dance R&B.
That's where the money at. You wouldn't
Yeah.
do that. That's
You said it.
right, that's where the money is at. Yeah, the show Ibiza. That's what I'm saying. You getting a drink by the bar. That shit is playing.
That's what it's
That's,
about.
yeah, no, yo, get that
You feel
chicken,
me?
bro. Hell yeah. Yeah. You don't want to keep it
Ibiza.
real with the. It's cool to give out the keep it real beats, but those the ones where yo, this shit is a smash. Like you see millions of dollars and shit. Well, I don't know yet, but if it get into the right, I don't know, the right people feel it. Them shits
Yeah,
take
you
off.
put like
those
a
beats, yeah.
put like a Usher or some shit like
Hell
that
yeah.
on it.
Chris Brown. That
Chris
sound
Chris
like,
Brown.
That sound like a
the remix.
reference track.
Oh,
Yeah, that sound like a reference
man.
track for Chris Brown.
hey
real
Chris
quick.
Brown, if you listen to this, you need to hit him up for them beats.
Man.
Hey,
Holla
Real
at,
talk.
holla at me, Chris.
For real, man.
No, but that's lit
That'd
though,
be
yo.
tight. That'd be like I think he would definitely fit that song if you were
Hell
to
yeah,
cut
for
that.
sure.
Hell
Who was
yeah.
that one? What artist was
So that was Preston Harris. He's an amazing artist and songwriter that I work with. He did some work with Kendrick Lamar and Mary J. Blige. Yeah, I love his work, man.
So what are the challenges when you have a smashing beat like that, but the artist that's paid for the beat, they just ain't up to par with
Don't
the
give it
beat,
to 'em.
and you gotta, but they gave you the money though.
Ooh.
Oh, what
it's
do you mean?
like-
Somebody wants it. That's
Like they paid for the beat, and then
Yeah.
they put their vocals on it. And you just like, man, I wish I could just give them the money back. Like they just don't match to the beat. Has there been a situation like that?
Well.
I mean, you don't
no-
have to say
no-
nobody's name in particular.
Not with the major. Like honestly, everybody I worked with, I'm easy to work with. So I really had great experience with a lot of these people that I worked with.
That's what's
I never
up.
had a bad. I cannot think of a bad experience in the studio.
Okay.
That don't sound like no cheap beat either. Though,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So,
man.
At the end of the day, it's like if you're gonna
That-
spend your money on
right?
that, you better be believing in yourself.
Yeah.
That beat
For
had a
sure.
lot of drops, cuts,
Yeah,
random.
our,
just-
our,
breakdown.
our web developer Isaiah King, he tried to do his little R&B thing. Oh, you know,
What
he ain't
happened?
ready for that.
He put his whole name out there.
Nah, I'm
too.
playing. He ain't never did it.
Right.
I'm just messing with him because I know he gonna listen to the
Dang.
show. I'm like,
Damn.
nah, he ain't never did.
I'm over here trying to think of him like doing music.
Nah,
and I
he ain't in
can't
the
even
studio
imagine
today,
that.
so I'm trying to show him some love. But
You know what I liked about that song though is because I'm a very visual person, and I could already imagine what like a music video would look to that song.
A lot of
or-
dancing choreography
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah, I really like it because it's not just a feeling. It's like I'm feeling about it. I'm thinking about it. You know, you got me over here imagining.
Let's
You
go
know,
get
little
a drink.
imagery.
Yep, exactly. That's the song you need. So while she up like that, you put them drinking right now.
Yeah, I actually
Eating at the bar.
I actually started to think about a music video for it, and it might be cool, like some sexy dancing, all that stuff. You know.
Yeah, just have Codigo Red just pop out really quick.
oh, but she ain't a model though. Remember that?
She a
Okay.
choreographer. She a choreographer
She a
now.
choreographer. This week she a choreographer. Last week, you know, she's like a Swiss Army knife. You just change. There's so many elements to it.
Yeah, switch it
Hey,
up.
do you need a so like with that type of beat, that sounds like somebody that's already signed. Like
So right now, okay. So we've done the placement thing and Dowdy Music. We're definitely trying to put the name on everything we do. We want to attach the name
You
to
brand
everything we
yourself.
produce.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for
So
sure.
now like it's cool. We got the credit with these people, but now we're gonna take one song by one song, release them singles, and then and whoever's gonna collab with us, we're gonna attach the name next to it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Vegas. That song sound like that shit will be playing in Omnia in Vegas.
It's music
That's
to my
what
ears
it
right
is.
now, like
For real,
Ibiza,
right.
Vegas.
Cause I don't know who the hell them niggas is anyway. It's really just like the beat, and the next thing you know, like, oh, that's like, oh well, the song is hot. The breakdown is crazy. The fucking confetti flaunt. Like, so do you design the beats knowing how like the club system work?
Absolutely not.
No?
Like, no.
That's
I just started. This beat was with just the chord progression, and then I like to make my beats with different, like an evolution, in 3 parts maybe, where
Yeah, it sound
you
like
have the
it's 3
verse,
parts.
a pre-chorus that's changing. I want to keep it, entertaining, and then obviously that dropping is a big thing, especially in dance.
Because
R&B.
it builds. I felt
Yeah.
the build up.
So
and
you
then
can't
shit-
mess that
when
up.
when that shit drop. It's
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to mess
that's
up
why I
that
love-
part.
So that's like that's like trap music almost, right?
Trap?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not like trap, like 2 Chainz trap. Before trap music got like
You talking about the beats,
confusing,
the beats,
but just like
and-
like I wouldn't say drum and bass. It's more like, I don't know, like EDM-ish, kind of hip hop
Yeah.
EDM-ish.
Yeah.
With the like the breaks,
Yeah, for
the
sure.
build up, then the breakdown,
Yeah.
then like the emotional factor of it mixed with R&B. Like that's what kind of genre of music is that? Is that just like
Like I this one I really consider it to be like pop R&B. That's
Pop
what I would
R&B.
call it, pop R&B. Yeah, because it's
because you can't like range your vocals to those beats. You gotta like it all has to go together, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Then
Yeah.
the confetti fall, boom, platinum
Yeah.
album.
Yeah, no, I definitely wanted to bring a little bit the R&B flavor in that like dancing kind of
Pop
vibe,
shit, yeah, it's lit, yeah.
So that's what it is, and yeah, I'm glad you guys like the song. by
Yeah,
the
not
way.
too many artists, like real soulful artists, could actually make that song hot. Like those new age kind of artists, like that's kind of like the evolution of the new music and people learning how to just adapt to those beats and making them more like a global thing now than just on some like, oh, we hot in Brooklyn or some shit. Like those beats those are the waves, yo. I know, for real.
Yeah, the cool thing about music today, you can like be very playful with everything. Like I think the future is mixed, and in my production, the more I mix the different styles, the more I fuck with it pretty much.
It's original, yeah, no doubt.
He said, "I'll fuck with it."
Do they get picked up?
Yeah,
Those
like,
beats get picked
like
up?
I take a little bit from
Yeah.
here, a little bit from
Man,
the
you just gotta
R&B,
keep
the
doing
dance,
it, man. I like it.
you know,
I like it.
European
it too,
flavor,
yeah,
R&B
yeah.
flavor, soulful flavor. You milkshake it.
It's different.
You know what that sounds like?
It's different kind of girls there too.
Yeah.
When you listening to that music, you ain't,
Definitely.
different type of, just a whole different environment. You're like, they think you better than, you listen to that music, motherfuckers think you better than them. Straight up. He's like, oh, you want some new shit now? Like, yeah, you don't know about this. You at the top of the W and shit. You got the
so
fucking
down with
drink
you,
and shit.
Stevie.
You feel me? He's like, yo, you don't listen to Method Man? Like, well, kinda. I'm into some new shit now. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? I'm
Real
telling you. For real.
New sound, new shit. Yeah.
New sound, new shit. You
New
feel
sound,
me?
new
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a sound bite. Hey,
Global,
Right.
yo. The Weeknd. That's what it is too. I can see the Weeknd
Oh,
on some
yeah.
shit like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I love music, yo. Like when you got beats like that, it's like, damn, who do you think could fit on this
Mhm.
type
I mean,
of
The
these type of
Weeknd,
track?
Chris Brown, but also these people. I mean, the name is definitely the Golden Hour Project, because like Benny Blanco,
Yeah.
all them
Party
producers.
I think Party Next Door could kill
Yeah, that
something
too.
like that. He's a dope writer though.
But who knows? Maybe the record breaks, just the way that it is, and it's good for me. It's good for the guy who's singing it.
Yeah.
True.
There's no rules, but yeah, of course, if anybody like that wants to jump on it, I'm not gonna say no.
As long as
I
they
love
can
it.
afford that shit, be like, look, nigga, these beats ain't cheap. I'll be jumping up here with that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, The Weeknd, Chris Brown are two good names like that would definitely fit that.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, for
Word,
sure.
word,
Maybe
word.
the first.
You just inspired me though. Even you being a music producer, and I'm not a music producer on any level, but that's really, really inspiring just because you're a creative that's like actually a creative. Like, like you're a creative that really spends time like taking beats from other like
Yeah.
sounds and
I always told my business partner like making music is like being a French chef, because in France how we love food and cooking and that stuff. So Like, you know, when in the studio cooking, like putting these ingredients with these ingredients and like just pretty much painting the
cooking that shit up,
painting
That's
painting the canvas, you know.
Right?
Yeah, and you gotta keep just cranking this shit up because you know you already doing a kick behind job at it already. So tell us where we can find you, what's your social media, and all that good stuff.
All right, so the Dowdy Music, you can find it on Spotify and I mean all the platforms, Dowdy Music, DAWTY Music, all the platforms like I said, and then on Instagram the same, you know. And if you want to follow me personally, my personal is Warren Kurtiss, so WARRENKURTISS. I'm also on Instagram, pretty much active on there. And but for the music, if you want to listen to the music like Spotify, Apple Music, it's on Dowdy Music. That's the name right there.
There you have it. So everybody make sure you follow him on social media and go listen to all his projects and things that he's worked on. So what we're going to do is take a quick break. You listen to The Fix on Dash Talk X, and this is the second hour on the Fix app. Let's go.
That's right. Rocking with Kurtiss.